For those that missed class on Saturday or today, Sunday, we talked about and worked on the importance of understanding what our body does versus what our arms do. When you have a beginner golfer, what they'll often do is, who cares how they set up, but they'll grip the club and then they know the club has to go up here somewhere so they can swing down and hit the ball. So they'll do something like this. Usually their elbow goes around, they move their arms. They use their arms a lot to do something like this, and then they'll chop down and through, or something like that. So what they do is they use their arms to make the club go both up and around them, okay? And we want to break that down and use our body for the right thing and our arms for the right thing. And it turns out that if we use our body, okay, to turn properly, that makes the club go around us, okay? So from this view, if I do nothing but turn and my shoulder's pointed down, okay, I'm not turning like this, but if I do nothing but turn, the club goes pretty far around my body, as you can see there, okay? That's just turning and keeping my arms anywhere kind of on where they hang here, okay? Now, what do your arms do in the golf swing? Quite literally, that. That's all they do, okay? That moves the club up. So we get the around from our body and the up from our arms. And our arms don't do a whole lot. That's it. And you're thinking, okay, what are you talking about, dummy? That's not much of a golf swing. But if you take this and then carry the arms all the way around with the turn, you can start to see how that looks like a golf swing, okay? Where, because I'm just lifting my arms up in front of me, my hands stay in front of my chest. And then if I then take that chest and turn it all the way to here, they're still in front of my chest. What they aren't is over here, which is when you get this looking thing, okay? Where my chest points this way, but my elbow points back behind me, okay? So, you can do it that way. You could also do it this way and up. From this view, that would look like this. Okay? And you can start to see how that allows you to create a pretty good golf swing. Another thing to point out here is this space here, okay? Right in here in my chest. If I just go up, I still have that space in there, okay? If I go like this and use my arms to take the club around me, I don't have that space anymore. So when I do this, and when I make a good golf swing, I still want to have space in here. I don't want to do this and lose that space, okay? So that's mostly what we worked on. In my opinion, it's one of the most important things you could learn this winter, because your downswing is a quarter of a second, and in a quarter of a second, you can do this. You can get your elbow back there, which is where we want it to be for a pretty good impact position, okay? But what you can't do is have your elbow go whoop, all the way around, okay? Even if it's up here, that takes a lot longer and almost never works. Usually people will end up doing this, not doing this, or they'll do this and just, it'll collide with that right hip. It'll just jam in there, okay? And you'll hear people say, oh, I got stuck on that one. That's what they're talking about. So we want to keep our hands almost in front of our chest. They'll kind of move over, as I fold this triangle, they'll move over to off that right shoulder, the trail shoulder, okay? We want to keep them in front with a big space here and go like that, okay? Nice and wide here. We don't want to let the club head sag down there, okay? Nice and wide. We use our body to turn and our arms make the club go up for the most part, okay? So that's what you missed.